Now watch me whip. Kill it. Now watch me nay nay. Okay. Now watch.
Welcome from the circuit Gilles Villeneuve, home to the Canadian Grand Prix for today's qualifying session. The Canadian Grand Prix has been dominated over the years by Ferrari, McLaren and Williams. They have over 30 wins between them, so I expect a good showing from all of those teams here again today.
That's true, but Mercedes have such a strong package this year, it would surely be a mistake to rule them out of a chance of winning. However, Montreal is a very different type of circuit though, where you have to run the lowest downforce settings of the season so far. It's also extremely hard on brakes, so it's all to play for in today's session.
Hey guys, Speedy Kid 101 here, or Speedy Games, back with episode 7 of my F1 2015 career mode. We are back here at Canada, and as you just saw at the start, I know in the last one you actually missed out on the points, so I just showed that at the start if you wanted to see it. But yeah, we're here at Canada. Of course, this track very, very quick. You need a low downforce setup, and you know, with 4 chicanes on this track, I believe 2 hairpins, 1 left-hander, and the rest are all straightaways, technically speaking, in this game, or in this race. So there's my setup. Like I said, low downforce setup is needed here at Monza. Definitely would not recommend running a high one, or you are just going to screw up badly. But yeah, let's jump into qualifying. Alright, so we're coming around here on the first flying lap now. Or not the first, it's coming now. We're starting the first flying lap here at Monza. We've understeered like crazy there. We've absolutely missed the corner, so we're going to have to pick up the pace here for this lap now, as we come up now into the first chicane out of the 4, if that's counted correctly on this track. So down into the left-hander now. Now, one thing I don't know about this track, I believe the Wall of Champions is on the last chicane when you come onto that main straight, or it's that wall there. So I'll be referring to probably the one on the main straight as the Wall of Champions. Correct me if I'm wrong, I'm very sorry if I am wrong. It's just been confusing me, like I searched it up and couldn't find anything. But anyways, we're coming now up through the 3rd chicane, now into the hairpin now. A very slow hairpin before the very long straightaway here at Monza. I think it's Monza, I'm not too sure. I'll just call it Canada now as we come onto the final straight now, before this very tight chicane before the line. That usually gets a lot of people. I mean, I'm not too bad at this one here. I'm pretty good at getting it. I mean, I've never really had too many dramas with this chicane. So yeah, let's just see how it goes. We go into the right hand and left hand, see, just like that. It's that simple. Take notes. Take notes. See, right there, take notes. But anyway now, so that's all we actually had to do in qualifying, so let's jump into the race. So unfortunately, I accidentally skipped the intro bit. My bad on that. So let's get our setup now. So we only had to do 1 lap, just like Monaco. Only had to do 1 lap for qualifying, even with that understeer into the first corner. Doesn't really matter. But also we're going option and primes, switching to primes on laps 16, 17. Swap over there, and 35 laps here. So let's get set. So we're on the grid. There's 2 lights, 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights, and we're away now for the Canada Grand Prix. So as we're away off the line, Hamilton smokes around our right now. Rosberg's going to stay on the left hand, but we're going to block him now. Hamilton's going to hold it up the inside. We're going to try and hold it round. But no, he's mugged us off on the inside there, and that's just not okay. This isn't going to be a race where Hamilton's going to do a Sebastian Vettel in 2013 and just pull away. No, we're going to try and get back at him there as we come follow him now into the 2nd chicane. Here now, we're going to sit right behind him. He's managing to get some good exit speed here as we go into that corner. That was pretty bad there from us now as we come into the 3rd chicane straight after that one. Down this straightaway now, before it now, we're going to try and break into it. It's a very awkward chicane. It's not really a chicane. Its first corner's tighter than the 2nd one, at least I'm pretty sure that's how a chicane works. But anyway, now as we're chasing him coming into the hairpin, hopefully we can get his slipstream into the straightaway now. So we got up the inside, and
it was at this moment that he knew he fucked up.
when we're going up the inside, we're taking the lead here. We got up the inside. No, he's hit us. We're coming. We're off the track. We're back on now. And oh, we've been hit in the rear. Oh no, 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 no. Oh no, no. Oh, Kimmy's tapped us in the rear. Kimmy's round. Oh no. Oh no. Oh my days. Oh, let's look at the start. See what went down. But oh no. Oh, it's one of these races where it's going to have to be a charge back. At least it happened on the first lap. So we got plenty of time to come back. But oh, that's... I mean, it would have been better if it didn't happen at all. But Hamilton just... Oh, he just came back on the track. Just absolutely banged us off there. And it was a bit erratic for me. But I was hoping I could get back onto the track without being hit. It was a bit of a risky move. It was kind of a 50-50. And unfortunately, it hasn't paid off there. But now as we come through here... Now as we go down the straightaway before the incident, this is coming up before the chicane and the hairpin now. So as we come in, Hamilton there in that lead. I love the new replay cams that they got in this. It just makes you feel like you're watching it on TV, really. Now as we come down into the hairpin now. So as we come in, Hamilton's right there. This is when we go up the inside here. Now, so we go up there, so watch there. So we go up the inside. We tried to make it stick. We got up in under him, and then he just kind of swerved on there, and we went off and unfortunately came back, and Raikkonen just grabbed our rear. And honestly, we could have avoided that if we'd broken probably. But, you know, racing's racing. Unfortunately, we're going to have to come back through. So let's just jump on board with Kimi here as the incident went down. So Hamilton just swerved there, took us off, and unfortunately we just came back on. And we took his front wing. He went round and he just parked it up there. But anyway, so now we're back on board with us. We've got to come into the pits here on lap 1. Yeah, that's not exactly what we wanted. We're going to be in last or second last by the time we come out. Of course, as Raikkonen's behind us now. So that is not the start to the Canadian Grand Prix that I wanted at all. Oh, that's just absolutely appalling, really. That was just shocking driving. I mean, oh, Hamilton, mate. Oh, I'm going to have a word with him. Oh, that's not okay. But anyway, we're going to forget about it because he is not our task at the moment. Our task now is to get back up to the field. They're not too far ahead. You can still see them on the map there, and there they go off the map. So they're not too far ahead. We've understeered like crazy because we're on the primes now. So I've got to tell them that I wanted options for this stop. But my original set was prime, so they haven't given us a pit stop yet, but we are going to have to pit before the end of this race. So it's going to be a 3-stop race now as we skip onto lap 8. So we're in P15. We're right at the chaps of these guys. We've tagged Alonso there. We got stuck on his gearbox. We're going to go up the inside, though, of the McLaren, and we've managed to absolutely smoke on by him now as we come into the chicane. Down we go now. So we are chasing here down into the second chicane. So that looks like it's Verstappen something or other in the Toro Rosso in front of us there. So hopefully he doesn't hold us up too bad. There's 3 cars abreast there. Abreast, not abreast. 3 cars together there. And I believe there's just one up ahead. Not too far, so the field's pretty tight. There is a bit of a gap there, though, as you can see. So the field is gapped, but it's also quite tight between, because when you catch cars, there will not be one. We got the inside of Verstappen. I give up. He's come back on us, though, the Toro Rosso of Verstappen. Something, or rather, I will get it right by the end of this series. We're going to slipstream him with DRS, and we're going to go straight up the inside into the chicane. My favourite place to pass here. Let's look at the speed that we get on the exit here. Goes straight up the inside of McLaren, of Button, and goes straight up the inside of Kvyat. And now we're into P11. So now we're chasing down the points here that is currently held by Sainz, who is also in a Toro Rosso. So Toro Rosso is doing pretty well here. I mean, one of them's in the points. He's not going to be for long, though, now as we skip onto lap 22. So I actually did manage to get by. But now we're on the back of the Sauber of Felipe Nasser, and we're going to go right round the outside. And we're just going to absolutely take him to the cleaners into turns number 1. And that was quite easier on lap 23. So yeah, that skip, there was nothing really interesting, just passing slow cars now as we skip all the way to 27. So we've made the pit stop onto the options. Now we're going ham. We've just absolutely mugged off Bottas. We've hit the wall, but we've managed to get into P3. So now we are making a comeback. We don't have to pit again. We're on the options. We're on the faster tyre. So maybe this could work out well. But we do have a 3-second time penalty that is not shown. So now, as we go down now, so just remember that 3-second time penalty there as we come into the hairpin now, P3. So we're going to have to win this race. Hamilton is not too far, but we're going to have to win this race by 3 seconds or more. So it's going to be quite hard now as we skip to lap 31. We're right on the back of Hamilton now into the chicane. We've got good exit speed, and we're right behind him now as we go down the main straightaway. We go up the outside, and we've just absolutely mugged him off on the outside. We've taken him to the cleaners down the straightaway. And now we're in P2. So now Rosberg is our next victim. So we managed to take the guy who took us out in the beginning of the race, but Rosberg now is our man. So we've got 4 laps. We've got a 3-second time penalty. I don't know if we can do it. We just cut the grass there. We've just absolutely missed the track there. So yeah, I don't know if it's gonna be possible, really. I mean, he's got a good gap to us now. I believe it's 8 seconds, that says. Correct me if I'm wrong. I mean, I can't see it properly there. While I'm doing a voiceover now. As we go down now into the chicane. He's not too far ahead here on lap 32. And I tell you what, he's going to absolutely get a mugging, Rosberg, because we are going to catch him. That is my goal on the faster tyre. We've been setting absolutely crazy laps. So now we're coming onto the back of Perez now, who is the lap car, which I thought was a Mercedes. But as we skip on to lap 33 now, we're right on the back of Rosberg now, into the chicane. We're right behind him now. Can we make the move on the straightaway? We've tapped his gearbox, lost it a bit. Now we've got to get the DRS back, so as we're going to hopefully get him into the first corner now. We're going to have 2 laps here now to pull a 3-second gap. We go up the inside, and we're going to absolutely get him now as Kvyat. We've got to try and put Kvyat in between us. We have 2 laps to stretch this lead to 3 seconds. We caught him in 3 seconds in 1 lap. Can we now lose him 3 seconds in 1 lap as we skip to lap 35, the end now? We're coming to the chicane now. It's just going to be a fate here as we come to the line. Are we going to win this Grand Prix now? We come to the line and no. Oh, we've gotten P2. No. Oh, we've come home in P2. Not what I wanted at all. But I mean, it's still P2. We did a good drive to come back. But that's unfortunate for us, really. I mean, Rosberg managing to beat us now. We're going to have to wait to see what the time was. We still did come home in second, thankfully. So, honestly, it's a good race. Considering from where we were, I'd say it's a pretty good outcome here. We drove from the rear from lap 1, so it's a pretty good outcome compared to what could have happened.
Mercedes came out on top today, with Nico Rosberg bringing home the car in first place to add another 25 points to his championship total.
It really was a wonderful performance, and one that the team will be celebrating for some time to come.
There'll be plenty more twists and turns to come this season. I hope you can join us at the next race to see just who will come out on top.
So there we have it, folks. We come home in second by 0.25. As we go into the times there, into the points, so we are still leading, and we're still leading the Constructors' Championship, thankfully. So Ricciardo now in third, Hamilton fourth, Kimi the Iceman back to fifth now, and Rosberg is in second chasing us. So we still lead both championships. It would be absolutely incredible if we can come out. Of course, the Manuals still have no points on the championship at all. But anyway, that is going to be it here for Canada. Join me next time for episode 8 of my F1 series. And this is Speedy Kid 101 here signing out. Peace!